Janet Hill moved to New York City right out of college with no job and no place to live. Just the desire to make it big in the publishing industry. She started in an entry-level position and worked her way up to Vice President of Doubleday Publishing in 2000.
I worked very hard. I was working so much that that's the thing that I think ultimately, got me off track. You work hard, then you get promoted, and you work hard some more, and you get promoted, and you think you're doing it on your own steam, and you're not.
Janet grew up in a Christian home and was baptized at the age of 8. But life as a young single professional in New York City was a far cry from the quiet, simple life she left behind.
It gets very hectic, and I had a very busy job, a demanding job, and I lived 600 miles away from my family, and I was the only one here, and I certainly had wonderful friends, but you need sometimes closer than friends. I was treated for depression. There was still something missing, but I was coping because you have to, and you just try a little harder, you push a little harder, but again, as you do that, the more you try, and the more you try to pretend that everything is okay and you're feeling fine, you're feeling great, the more energy you have to expend and the more exhausting it becomes.
Janet knew she was close to her breaking point when she refused to even acknowledge her own birthday.
And all I wanted to do that day was stay in bed, but I knew that I couldn't. I had to go to work, got my clothes out. I set up my ironing board in my little hallway in my old apartment, started ironing, and then I just started feeling so upset. And so I did feel overwhelmed. And I just thought, okay, what can I do? I can get down on my knees and I can pray, and I'm going to pray right here, and I'm just going to ask God to help me. And I just said, please have mercy on me, just help me. I cannot do this alone. I can't, I just can't do this. And as I, got back up, I started to feel better, and I started to iron my clothes, and I, got dressed, and I, made it through that day, and then, I started to make it through the next day, and then I started to read my Bible, and then I would get up, early in the morning and read the Bible, and that was amazing because I began to feel, calmer and stronger.
Janet says God led her away from publishing to a new career. She started her own jewelry line, On This Rock.
I want people to feel comforted. We're living in dark days now, and to have, this is Proverbs, 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Not on your own understanding. This is the 23rd Psalm. And to wear the scripture, it's comforting. At least it's comforting for me. People just need to hold to God's unchanging hand. Hold on to his hand and don't let go. And just know that he will lead you, he will guide you. Jesus is our shepherd. He will, take us where he wants us to go, not where we want us to go. And then when you get there, you realize, oh, this is where I always wanted to be anyway.